At its core, telepathy is a form of communication that takes place in an energetic field of oneness. This field of oneness is common territory for non-speakers, but can be more challenging to access for those more conditioned to a linear perspective. For most, this field of oneness is most easily accessed through the heart. In this meditation, you will be supported in telepathic communication by opening the energy field of the heart, releasing the mental structures that stand in the way, and reconnecting to what we are all innately capable of. This process is a realignment and will be supported by your very own children and/or those that you serve. So as we start this meditation, let's go ahead and close our eyes. Let's start breathing into the heart space as if the heart is the only place that you can breathe into. So nice deep inhales into the heart. And as you exhale, exhale out 360 degrees around you. Breathing deep, deep, deep on the inhale, right into the center of the heart. Exhaling out from the heart, 360 degrees. Let's do that one more time. Deep into the center of the heart. Exhaling out 360 degrees. As we're exhaling out 360 degrees, we naturally create a little bit of a container or a bubble around us. And what I would like you to do now is to invite your child or the children that you support or serve to stand in that bubble with you. So as if they're standing right with you, toe to toe, face to face, just allowing them to be present with you. Go ahead and take another nice deep inhaling to the heart space and exhale out 360 degrees again, encompassing both you and your child or a child that you work with. And before we start anything else here, let's start opening that heart space. We're going to do that by allowing or imagining that your child takes his or her hand and reaches that hand right in through your chest and holds your heart in their hands. So again, allowing them to take their hand and imagining that it's going right in through your chest. And you're literally putting your heart in their hands. As you put your heart in their hands, there is an automatic recalibration. Most parents are taught to hide their hearts or to keep what's going on in their heart space separate or hidden from their children. When you have a population of children who know and see and experience everything that you know and see and experience, it's kind of futile to hold your heart space from them. So again, their hands are coming in right through your chest and you're allowing yourself to rest your heart in their hands. Everybody breathe. As you're resting your heart in their hands, there is already a recalibration going on. There is already an openness happening. There is no longer a hiding. And there is a deep sense of trust that's taking place between the energetics of you and the energetics of your child. So again, just breathing into that space. And let what comes up, comes up. Is there fear? Is there anxiety? Are there tears? Even at the thought of resting your heart in your child's hand. And if any of that is arising, we're going to let it just be there. We're simply going to notice what's coming up. And we're going to stay the course. We're going to stay with it. Notice if you immediately want to back away. Notice if you feel like this might be a burden to your child. I can assure you that it's not. It's an opportunity for them to support your recalibration back to, quite honestly, what you've always been capable of, but might have gotten conditioned out of. So once again, your child right in front of you, their hand outstretched, your heart resting in their hand. Letting whatever wants to come up, come up. Let it all be felt. Beautiful. So again, nice deep breath into the center of your heart space. Exhaling out 360 degrees, holding both of you in that field. And with the hand still on the heart, I want you to imagine that there is an information field or a line of energy, an expression of energy that's moving back and forth between your mental body, your neurology, and theirs. Their neurological process functions very differently than a more neurotypical brain, you might say. There are access points in their neurology that vastly eclipse a more neurotypically developing brain. And think about this exchange between their neurology and yours as, the way they're showing it to me is like putting jumper cables on our neurology and restarting something again that is there, is available, but doesn't typically get utilized. So again, they're standing right in front of us, right in front of you. And there is now a exchange of energy going on between their neurology and yours. And just notice what you notice. Notice what you feel. Are you trying to figure out what's taking place? Are you simply open to receive? Is it a little scary to consider having access telepathically? Is it exciting? Just notice what your mind, what your neurology is kind of programmed to dish up as this connection is being made. And whatever's arising is absolutely fine. There's nothing to push away. There's nothing that we can get away from. We're just allowing it to all come up as the kids continue to reorient or realign our neurology with a capacity that we all have, but we kind of forgot. Here we go. Okay, so again, breathing right into the heart, exhaling out 360 degrees, holding yourself and your child in that field of oneness. And now, again, if they're standing looking right at you, toe to toe, you might say, let's go right down into the area of the solar plexus, right down into the stomach area. And there's a sense of empowerment that comes naturally and organically when we step into greater capacity. There is absolutely a sense of empowerment when we can connect with our children in ways that we haven't been able to. So again, there's an energetic exchange going on between their solar plexus and yours. And just feel into for a moment, how amazing would it feel? How empowering would it be to have more communication flowing between you and your child or the children that you serve? How would it feel if telepathic communication is already available to you, for that to be enhanced, empowered in clarity, in consistency? There we go. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Again, we'll breathe right into the heart space. Exhale out 360 degrees. Holding this connection neurologically, holding the connection heart to heart, holding the connection through an empowerment that quite frankly goes both directions. the non-speaker, the telepathic communicator, feeling much more empowered by being able to get their messages across, you might say. You feeling much more empowered by being able to receive them. Here we go. Again, if their hands have slipped away from underneath your heart space, place your heart right back on their hands and see how that feels now. Here we go. Just relaxing into it. There's a lot of reorientation, reprogramming, realignment taking place. Really all at the hands of your children or those that you work with. They're more than capable of supporting this process, especially when we are open to receive that capacity. There we go. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Okay, so you might start feeling a little bit of pull or opening in your heart space if you haven't already. You might feel a little disorientation or reorientation if you haven't already. There we go. And there might be more of an openness, a willingness, a curiosity, a capacity to receive, an empowerment to receive beyond what's been exchanged before. So let's ground this all out. Let's imagine that there is a cord that we can drop from the bottom of our hearts, right where the kids have a grip on us. Dropping a cord from the bottom of our hearts right down into and through the earth, giving ourselves the opportunity to ground out this energy. So you can imagine that you're wrapping that cord around a rock or the roots of a tree. You can imagine that that cord's dropping all the way down into the center of the earth and grounding out there, wrapping around that core of the earth. And just allow yourself to feel stable in this new connection point. Allow yourself to feel regulated in your own bodies by this new capacity and how it might show up in your lives. It can show up as in the dream state. It can show up as heightened telepathic abilities. It can show up as brand new telepathic connections. We'll allow it to show up however it wants to, however it is easiest, most graceful. But we'll allow it to show up, knowing that any surprise and delight that might come with that can be grounded out very easily. Beautiful. So let's go ahead one more time, breathing right into the heart space, exhaling out 360 degrees, around you and your child, and allowing your child to pull back their hand, taking that hand and putting it on their hearts, taking your hand and putting it on your heart, and allowing your kids to step back outside of that sphere. You're still breathing into the heart, exhaling out 360 degrees, holding your own hearts, letting them hold theirs with the new information that's been exchanged. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And when you're ready, start coming back to your physical body. Start wiggling your fingers and toes. Start blinking your eyes open. And with your eyes open, just noticing, how does your heart feel? Is your mind a little quieter? Are you feeling a little bit more present? Just giving yourself permission to notice what you notice. Breathing into that space. Beautiful. So this is an awesome experience to repeat frequently. Every time you repeat the process, what you're doing is you're solidifying that connection through your neurology, through your heart, and through the empowerment that it brings both to you and your children when that communication, that telepathic communication, is able to be received. Right? Beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And enjoy.